Say hi.
Hi.
Anyway, hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I have my husband here.
Hi guys. They have me here today. And
He has been hiding. Tell the people why you haven't been on the channel. Because this is a family channel, the Darren's Diary. So why haven't you been here?
I've not been hiding. I've not been hiding. I've been busy first of all. And then another thing, I had my own personal reasons to why I didn't want to be here. And to be here today, they have just hijacked me. Man, so
Anyway, if you love and enjoy this video, then he will come back.
on contrary.
Try or condition that. On the contrary,
On the contrary,
and on the contrary, why not buy what you're following?
beautiful.
Anyway. Because on the contrary. Or why not following Anna Echidala? Kangambe, this is what I think. I think that red jacket is beautiful, but on the contrary, I would prefer the black jacket. Which take it?
Okay, on one condition or on many conditions.
He'll be back definitely. Today we are doing a video about, I think you've seen the previous video about how baby number 2 is coming, and so today I just have a few questions that I noted down for my husband to be able to answer. If you're new here, welcome to the Darren's Diary. I'm Mrs. Darren, and this is my lovely husband. Smile. This is my lovely husband, Mr. Tom Darren, and we are excited. It's a great honor and responsibility for us to have you on this platform. We pray that you'll be blessed and you'll definitely love and share this video.
If you don't share, don't come to watch again.
Babe, you have to be nice.
Why would they?
Anyway, question number 1 about the upcoming baby. We have no name, so we are not, okay, we have a name in our minds, but we are not sharing the name that we have here.
You have a name. You have a name.
Okay, the first question is, was it planned?
No, it wasn't planned, but it was a plan also for God. You know, God has his own. God has his own plans, and sorry for my voice, I have flu. And his plans. There's this saying that. Let me just say that. So, we as humans, we have no say about that because He knows what's best for us and where He wants us to go. So for us, we had no plan of having another child until Ariel was, I think, about 4, 5. But God said, did you create yourselves? You're just my partners in this. I have the biggest shares in the company of your life. So, so the production has to still continue. Boom! I was here even watching my movie when the news came to me.
Oh, that brings me to the second question. Were we shocked or were you shocked? Okay. When
Shocked.
you got the news,
Shocked how?
like, oh my God. Were you shocked? Did the news shock you?
I wasn't shocked.
You were expecting it.
And I wasn't expecting it. But as I said, God has his own plans. He makes his own plans. And of recent, before we got even the news, there was a sermon that our pastor had preached about. And it was about how God knew us before, when we were formed in our mother's wombs, or before creation in our wombs. So he knew us, he knew me in my father and in my mother's
Story.
no reproductive system. So he saw that it's called a what? A sperm. And then he saw
The ovum.
the ovum in the what? In my mom. So even though they were not going to get married, but he knew I would come from both of those two. So whenever God has his own plans, even if you get you do these things, what are they called? Family planning. Even though you do family planning, even though you castrate yourself. True. Yeah, haven't you seen people who come there when they say, I have this problem, and then they pray for them, and then they shoot their
Anyway,
parents, so.
leads us to question number 3.
Why don't I finish?
Okay.
So I think that's how the other baby came to be in her mother's womb. So God had his own plan. The time, so we have no say about time, we have no power about time, because the God we serve or believe in is a God of times and seasons. So that was her season to come. That was her time. You said the name is what? You said God gave you a name. Which name?
We said we don't know the gender.
And you said you don't have a name.
We have a name.
And
Okay,
you
like I
said-
said in the previous video, that of course we are drawn towards a particular
You
name.
said God
and
gave
gender.
you a name. If God gave you a name, then you know the gender.
Okay. Okay, there is a question among my questions if we know the gender. So, do we know the gender? No, we don't know the gender. We are making assumptions.
But I believe, I believe it's a she.
Okay.
And you believe it's what? A he.
A she.
Why a she?
Okay, because I have a girl name.
What if they are twins?
You know, I'd love to have twins, but I think that's a topic for another day. Next question. In what ways has this pregnancy been the same or different from the previous one?
It has been so different.
Really?
Yeah. It's been different from, first of all, the way it came, the reaction, the season, and is it the affection towards it? Yeah, I feel like the affection is not so much like when we had Ariel. This one is kinda, we are expecting a baby. God. Yeah, she's there. Oh, baby boy, oh, twins, they're there. But
With Ariel, it was.
oh, Ariel. Okay, like that expectation when it's a new thing, you're expecting a new thing, a new person to join you. So you'll be having many questions.
You are always on YouTube. You are always on YouTube.
how to
at
back.
that age, what is she doing now?
Yeah.
What are they doing? Like,
But now we've experienced that, so I think it's a bad thing that we got familiar with that, which isn't good. It has to be equal Okay, it can't be so equal, but then it has to be.
There has to be some form of
50-45,
excitement.
50-45.
Some form of excitement that we're having a baby.
55-45 there, but this one, no. And another thing would be, like now she's certain times after she eats, she gets
Stomach ache.
or now like today she was saying, I'm smelling eggs. You know she doesn't eat eggs. Yeah, Salwa. So she was saying that I'm smelling eggs here where the sink is, the kitchen sink. So
If they were not there, no one has
and
eaten
I
eggs.
told her, now you have another sense, you are superhuman. You're smelling eggs from afar.
See, that's the beauty of this miracle called childbearing.
That's the miracle.
Yeah, like there's so many things happening within you that you're not aware of. It's just like you're bringing life
So you
to.
want to be superwoman, you want to jump in the sky.
But I'm a superwoman, babe.
No, you want to jump in the sky since you can smell from afar.
Next question, please.
Oh,
Would this be your last baby if it was up to you?
no. 100% no. And God on my side. You know me
No.
and God. We have our own covenant, so that can be the last baby. Hey, I'm an African guy.
Two.
I'm not a white.
So you definitely want more babies.
2 more babies.
Okay.
If they come out when they are twins, then 1 more.
But if they come when they are 3, we close the chapter.
You go, I castrate myself.
It's called vasectomy, babe, not castration.
I thought it's castrating.
It's vasectomy.
Castrating, they don't remove the bones.
Even vasectomy, they don't remove the balls.
Castration is for bones.
Yeah.
But it's the same, just that the other one is for bulls, this one is for humans. So, but it's the same.
Okay.
Hey.
But would you? Is that something you'd consider? Is that something you'd consider? Because I think that's a story for another day. But I feel like family planning lies a lot on the women's side, and the men never do anything. But men should be proud. Like I went for vasectomy.
Now I fear surgeries, so I can't go.
There has to be, someone should tell us in the comment section if there are other ways that men can do the family planning.
Of
that
course,
ladies do not.
there are 2. Withdrawal method and abstinence. Which other one do you want?
I think we should
The
go
last
for,
one
I
is
think we
death.
should go for the abstinence.
She's calling for another marriage.
Should we go to the next question? Should we go to the next question? Are you nervous with having another child? The less quality time you'll have for Ariel?
No. I'm not nervous. I know I will handle the situation. I know I'll balance. I'll be able to balance.
For both the children?
Yeah. I'll be able to balance since the age range is not that
Big.
you get. If at all Ariel was at 5 and this one was at now like 1 year, the age range is big, so you have to balance. But then here it's kind of the same.
So they can be interested in the same things because they're the same age range. That's what I was talking about in the previous video, that there's so many advantages with children being in the close age range, because even the games, they can play the same games. Even like the things you introduce them to can be the
So
same.
if Ariel is playing Commando Strike, even
The girl.
the girl,
Yeah, like they'll learn.
Karate Kid,
Yeah, their
and
girls
they
will
kick
do
the
that.
girl.
No, Ariel will be the one protecting
They're
my
protecting
sister.
when they are playing too.
They'll find a way. They'll find a way. Another question: what are you doing differently to prepare for this baby?
What am I? Me as me or
Any of us, both of us.
what are you planning?
What am I doing differently? I think now what am I doing differently? What am I doing differently? Of course, breastfeeding is not my cup of tea. So I am preparing to do pumping because of my experience.
What am I doing differently? The very first day this baby comes in her own bed. Yes. Yes. Do you have any say about that?
What can I say? Because clearly you've...
Straight to their bed.
But Ariel will be out of our bed, so we can have this baby in our bed.
None. Maybe you go to sleep with them.
And so you're okay with me sleeping with a baby and you sleep alone?
The way you give me kicks with the baby at night.
Anyway, okay, that's...
Nyam nyam. Zegete.
Anyway, I think I think it would be better if the baby gets into their crèche much earlier than we did for Ariel. But also preparing for we're trying to train Ariel to be able to be more independent and maybe do sleep training, potty training, to be more independent such that we don't have a lot of stress handling two babies. Also, I'm watching a lot of movies and content relating to parenting such that I can be able to be a better parent. I always share with you what I learn.
Yeah, bad cop and good cop. And this one is the bad cop.
Why?
Remember the other slap you gave her? This one is the bad cop.
Anyway, there has to be that parent, that strict parent, otherwise the child will just mess up. Think what else are we doing differently? What else would you do differently? Or what you're doing differently? I think there are not yet many because Tetuna tu caring almost.
No. Okay, there hasn't been much preparation.
Yet. Because we already know what is needed. No one is the hospital bag at this time, Nara. We shall
Maybe
first...
then the feeding, getting that. Like on Ariel, we bought Formula 1, but the mom finished it at 3 weeks.
Formula 1.
Formula.
It's Formula, but it's not Formula 1. Formula 1 isn't it the cars racing? Yeah, we bought Formula, but that was because...
But you finished the Formula.
No, that was because...
And then you reached a time, you said, I don't want to breastfeed. Oh my God. At night, what? But then, if I told that Formula was around,
you would buy more, babe. You would buy more. You'd buy more. Listen, okay, like, this is what happened. The first 3 days, I didn't have breast milk, and so we had to buy Formula. But then my breast milk came finally. So there was no need to give my child Formula.
Those nights?
I think, anyway. Yeah, at night, I would still give the boob. But this time around, breastfeeding is the real ghetto. I'm not breastfeeding this child. Oh! Ah! No.
She will. I know she will.
Let's wait and see when the child shows up. Maybe I'll get my motherly instincts. Okay, the other question was, do you know the gender? I think we did that already. Does Ariel realize you have a baby in your tummy?
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure he knows.
That's why he's getting clingy. He's so clingy. Carry me.
Of course, he can feel the sibling inside there, you know. there is a way they communicate in the spiritual. You're coming in my time. I haven't yet enjoyed. You're coming. You're taking my space.
But I think they're going to be little besties.
And the physical and the spiritual, they are not yet there.
I think he does, because he has, from the time when I got pregnant, he has been really clingy and wanting me to carry him all the time. So I also tried to search on Google if it's true that a child can recognize that another baby is coming in, and they said it's true. So yeah, I think so. Maybe when he sees my tummy getting bigger, I don't know if he will understand that. But yeah, food cravings,
That's your question.
I don't have any.
Then I'm a lucky guy.
No, but I've been wanting sweet things. I've been wanting cake. I've been wanting sweet things. And Ariel wanted chicken while I was pregnant with Ariel, but this child wants sweet things. Sweet. I think she has a sweet tooth. I've been wanting sweet things. Not so. And by the way, my appetite has gone down. I don't like to eat. I would spend the whole day without. But my appetite has been.
Next question.
My appetite has been so bad. Okay, this is the last.
Next question.
This is the last. This is the last. Do we have any fears for 2 under 2? Like 2 children under 2 years.
Any fears? No.
But babe, do you ever fear anything?
That's why Ariel doesn't fear anything also. Jane.
Babe, I've seen like mothers, like this child is trying to sleep. You're trying to put the newborn to sleep. This other baby is crying. You're trying to do this. This child.
The good thing Ariel will be working at that time. So,
he's still a baby.
He's still young, but then he'll be working, so he'll be adventuring many stuff. You get? It's not like that. He will be there or sleeping. You have to carry him. What? He will be wanting to move around, go play, go do what, play in the dirt. So
No fears on your side.
maybe the fears would be cleaning, like the clothes.
By the way, I think babe, I'll need help for that. I don't think I can, because I've never really had help for.
Shoo.
No, when I had my first child, I never got a house help, and I've been doing all that myself. Give me my thanks. Give me my flowers. I've been looking after these 2 boys. Laundry, what, food. But imagine 2.
But we've been also
Plus-
looking after you.
Yeah, you do look after me, but like 2 children, I really need help, especially with the laundry.
Laundry machines came.
Okay, I think that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing, and see you in the next video.
If you didn't subscribe or share or like, thunder strike you.
Maybe you're supposed to be nice.
I'm nice.
He's actually nicer than me in person. Bye.
Bye. We love you. We love you. Before you say bye, why you say bye? I'm the guest here. I'm
You
the
see?
one to say bye.
Okay, go ahead.
Love you. Thank you for watching. Banaye tulinako abooluganda wano mwebale kulaba akagundi ako genda wali okanyigeko akatima gukutujjire munda, gutujja. But share, please. Like. The more likes, the more the channel grows. The more shares, the more the channel grows.
And we have great content for them, not so?
Yeah. Yagaliza nawe bakwagaliza.